In this lecture video, we will be discussing types, characteristics, and application of sensors. We'll also be having examples from our Arduino kit and the 37 sensors I bought online.
Good day everyone. I will be discussing the homework about sensors. So this is the part 1 of sensors that I will be discussing for our homework. And the outline of this homework is about different types of sensors and applications. And also, what is sensor primarily? We will be discussing load cell, proximity sensor, IR or infrared sensor, analog sensor, incremental encoder, ultrasonic sensor, smoke sensor, and alcohol sensor. So let's define first what is a sensor. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, according to um, its definition, device a device that responds to a physical stimulus such as heat, light, sound, pressure, magnetism, or a particular motion, and transmits a resulting impulse as for measurement or operating a control. So basically, these are different types of sensors. There are sensors utilizing ultrasound or radio, RFID, magnetic, electric, leak or levels, force, load, and pressure or pressure, temperature sensors, motion and velocity displacement sensors, humidity or moisture or water sensor, ambient light or machine vision or optical sensors, flow, acoustic or sound sensor, chemical or gas sensors, proximity or position sensor, vibration sensors, and acceleration or tilt sensors. So these are the block diagram where a sensor is actually being used. So frequently measured values are temperature, pressure or force, flow, humidity, pH value, revolution per minute, or speed or velocity, and also the position. So the advantages of sensors, there is no physical contact and therefore no stress, no wear, tear, and hence long life. Contactless, and therefore maintenance free. Electronic high precision, protected and safe switching in harsh environment, high switching rate, bounce-free contact, thus not prone to pulses. Mechatronics engineering deals with various sensors depending on the different applications for your project needs. In this lecture, I will be discussing different sensors from what I bought online, the 37 sensor kit. This time we will talk about proximity sensor. A proximity sensor is an electronic sensor capable of detecting the presence of nearby objects without physical contacts. It emits an electromagnetic field or a beam of electromagnetic radiation, for example infrared, and then looks for the changes in the return signal or field. The object that is being sensed is the proximity sensor's target. Depending on the proximity sensor targets, different sensors may be used. For example, an inductive proximity sensor requires metal target, whereas a capacitive photoelectric sensor may be suitable for plastic target. So this is the block diagram of the inductive proximity sensor. There is a plastic cover, coil, cover base, epoxy resin, the LED as indicator, O-ring spring or O-ring seal, ferrule core, the support for the ferrule core, the IC or integrated circuit, the printed circuit board, the housing, and the support ring. So, on the lower part of the illustration is the block diagram of the um, inductive proximity sensor, whereas there is an oscillator, comparator, and the output amp. So the physical basics of the proximity sensor. The alternating ultramagnetic field created by the coil induces eddy currents in the target if the target is made of non-ferromagnetic material. Then the alternating electromagnetic field created by the coil induces eddy currents and generates magnetic losses in the target if the target is made of ferromagnetic material. Magnetic losses are higher than the losses generated by the eddy currents. Operating distances may vary on the target materials and are normally shorter than the usable operating distance. They may increase in case of target of thin NE foils. So the basics of inductive sensor, there is a primary circuit or sensor coil, then there is a secondary circuit for the target. So the operating distance, there is a reference axis or operating distance for this particular sensor. So there are test conditions, required power supply, target, which are basically metal, high number of tested proximity switches, pure characteristic value which disregard manufacturing tolerances, as well as temperature or voltage fluctuations. So the definition of operation. So SR meaning rated operating distance, or SN is the rated operating distance. SR is the effective operating distance, wherein the SN times 0.9 is less than or equal to the effective operating distance, or greater than or equal to 1.1 times Sn. So SU is the usable operating distance. These are the single proximity switch, voltage between 85% and 110% of rated operating voltage, temperature range which is 25 degrees Celsius, negative 25 degrees Celsius to positive 70 degrees Celsius. So these are the basics of distances. So these are the usable operating distance, rated operating distance, and effective operating distance. So there is reduction factor. So reduction factor records reduction of operating distance from the target because of the deviating object characteristics. So reduction factor is as a function of conductivity and permeability. So depending on the material, there are reduction factors. So the influence of target characteristics. The area A times B is smaller than the area of standard target. Operating distance decreases. Whereas for the area A times B in the diagram is larger than the area of the standard target, there is no influence. When the target is thicker than the standard target, influence is a function of penetration or depth, low penetration depth, and high penetration depth for small proximity and big proximity switches respectively on operating distance. When high penetration depth or big proximity switches, therefore operating distance decreases. So the target is thinner than the standard target. When the target is thinner than the standard target, operating distance increases only for NE metals. Differential travel. So this is the distance between the operating point when the target approaches the proximity. So this is the differential travel H. Less than 20% of the effective operating distance, or SR. So frequency of operating cycles for this proximity sensor or inductive proximity sensors, number of operating cycle performed by the proximity during the specified period. This is the frequency of operating cycles, or F. So the value is a function of the oscillating frequency of a given proximity switch. High oscillator frequency, small operating distance, or high frequency of operating cycles. when the low oscillator frequency, large operating distance, low frequency of operating cycles. So this is how we connect it with the PLC. So it could be wired NPN or PNP. Maximum frequency of operating cycles 5 kilohertz or equal to 200 microseconds. Then there is a cylindrical housing with the diameter of 3 in standard 3 mm to 30 mm. This is the embedded and non-embedded mounting for the inductive proximity switches. So there are advantages and disadvantages of embeddable mounting. The advantages: no mutual influence when the distance between two proximity switches is greater than the diameter or length of the sensing phase. Real flush mounting in conductive material. Less sensitivity than non-embedded mountable proximity switches to fault-inducing influences. The disadvantages are achieved. There is an achievement of approximately 60% of the operating distance of proximity switches intended for embedded mounting, or there is a higher volume than proximity switches intended for embedded mounting. So this is the quasi-embeddable mounting. So proximity switches with increased operation distance. Proximity switches with for non-embeddable mounting. And for ferromagnetic materials, A is equal to 0.2 times D. Then for non-ferromagnetic material, A is equal to 0.1 times D. For non-conductive materials, A is equal to 0. Distance between two proximity switches is equal to D. So there are types of connection for this particular proximity switches. There are negative logic NO, negative logic NC, or we can use the NPN and PNP connection. Reverse polarity. There are two type 2 connections for this particular proximity switch. 4-wire connection also is available. Advantages: 2 types of output in one housing. Disadvantage: higher price. So the examples of proximity switches or inductive proximity switches are position detector for doors, position detection for conveyor system, detection of position for fluids, speed control for the conveyor system, and the tread control. So there are other examples, but these are the example application for this particular inductive proximity switch. So another type of proximity switch is the capacitive proximity switch. In capacitive proximity switch, the characteristics of these type of switches detects every type of material like conductive, non-conductive, solids, and liquids, depending on the dielectric constant. Operation distance up to 50 mm, switching frequency of maximum 100 Hz, max ambient temperature of 70. Then there is a protection class of IP67, meaning dust-proof protection, and in accordance to EN 50227 na more for the standard. Capacitive sensor looks like this, and there is a block diagram of at the bottom or the below part of this diagram. There is a potentiometer wherein you can adjust the electric constant or the sensitivity of your sensor depending on the material that you are going to use. Then there is a physical basics of this particular sensor. So there is a shield, the electrode or sensor electrode, and the target. So again, there is a particular distance where there is an operational distance or operation distance of the sensor to the target. So types of influences: conductive earthed target and the conductive insulated targets. In both application, an inductive sensor should be used. So number two, influence. This is the typical application of capacitive sensor. The switching distance depends on the relative permeability, or the reduction sensor. Permittive, permittivity, sorry. So depending on the material, there is a reduction factor of the sensor. So this is the oscillator circuit of the sensor from oscillator to amplifier. The application, it is the detection of pallet made of wood, printing boards, and other non-conductive materials. Level control through non-conductive walls. So the characteristics of magnetic proximity switch, it detects only magnetic objects. So again, there is an operational distance of 60 mm, frequency, switching frequency of 1 kilohertz, maximum ambient temperature of 70 degrees Celsius, maximum protection class IP67, high noise immunity, and according to EN 50227 standard. Principle of magnetic sensor, since this can detect the magnetic material, so this is the detection of magnets through EFN metals. So detection area has two minor lobes, three switching points if the magnet is too close to the sensor. If the magnet is turned off 90 degrees, this happens to switching points. So the principle, formatting of the cylinder wall, direction of the field without target, and direction of the field with magnets. So this is the operational principle of the magnetic proximity switch. So the application, the sensor for the detection of position of piston in hydraulic cylinder. So integration of metal of magnets in the cylinder wall or in the cylinder application. So principles of this is the sample of using magnetic sensor or the magnetic proximity switch. So detection of printing boards, detection of undercarriage position, and this is the sample. The next type of sensor that I would like to introduce is the photoelectric sensor. So this is the block diagram of the photoelectric sensor, wherein there is an amplifier, signal converter, and the receiver or receiver transmitter of the signal from the target. So there should be a principle of wavelengths like visible red light, wherein easy adjustment depending on visible red light point. Then there is an infrared light where the higher measurement range at some point or at same consumption than red light sensor. Then there is an application of laser wherein red or infrared is smaller divergence, meaning smaller light point. The detection of smaller material possible, higher measurement range up to 100 mm, and the measurement area must be indicated. So there are three types of mode or operations of the photoelectric sensor. So there is a transmitter receiver, direct contact sensor, direct detection sensor, direct detection sensor, wherein in a module there are transceiver and which means transmitter and receiver in one module. So there is an object being detected. True beam sensor, wherein there is a separate transmitter receiver. If the object is detected, it is because of the object has hindered the transmitter to transmit signal to the receiver module. Then there is a retroreflective sensor, wherein there is a transmitter receiver in one module, but you need a retroreflective sensor so that the signal coming from the transmitter be received. But it is with the use of the retroreflector or a mirror. So mode of operation: direct detection sensor, detection of all materials, reduction factor of 0.015 tires up to if tires, and up to 4.5 when stainless steel. So there are considerations of material for the reduction factor. Then true beam sensor, problem with material like glass. Then also for the retroreflective sensor, minor problems with mirror objects and objects like glass. So exceptions, sensors with polarization. So there is a sensor that is capable of polarization filter. Disadvantages and advantages. Advantages: non-sensitive against changing in temperature and pressure, small housing compared to ultrasonic sensor, small object detectable, especially laser version and fiber optic version, high measurement range. So for the disadvantages, there are problems in sensitivity against dirt, background reflection, or light from foreign sources, and reduction factor or diversion only. So inferences: dirt at the optic, other photoelectric sensors with mutual influence, light from natural sources like sun, light from fluorescent sources such as beam or lamps. So there is a signal processing that should be done for the photoelectric sensors. Examples of photoelectric sensors. Example applications of photoelectric sensors are for assembly machine, retroreflective sensors for conveyor system, detection of coil body, conveyor system with interface connection, AS interface connection, detection of paper roll, level control, furniture production. So that's it for the photoelectric sensor. The next type of sensor that I will be discussing is the ultrasonic sensor. So the ultrasonic sensor has this block diagram. Ultrasonic transducer, the signal processing and the output for the PLC or microcontroller. The operation of the ultrasonic sensors should be operating in the range of ultrasound, and this will be advantageous for the level detection. So characteristics of ultrasonic proximity switches: it detects objects which reflects or absorb sounds. Operational distance up to 12 meters. Reaction time is 35 milliseconds. Less than 35 milliseconds. So the ambient temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. Maximum protection class is IP67. Lower noise immunity and non-sensitive to dirt or dust. So advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages of the ultrasonic sensor: it detects solid, liquid, and granulate. So insensitive against dust. So no reduction factor. Positivity or possibility to change the direction of the signal. And the disadvantage is that it has blind range, sensitive against environmental condition, and the switching distance is the function in the form of the target. So there is an accuracy, repeatability, and non-linearity that we should consider in the ultrasonic sensor. For the absolute accuracy, you have to consider the environmental condition. Air temperature changes the sound speed of 0.17% per Kelvin. The variation of atmospheric pressure of plus negative or positive negative 5% or positive negative 6% difference of the sound speed. Humidity approximately plus 2% sound speed at high degree of saturation humidity. So influences of turbulence air and temperature section in the air between sensor and target. The tolerance of ultrasonic component and damping affects the transducer and generally can reach the accuracy of greater than 2%. non-linearity or linearity, repeatability, and linearity of 0.1%. So there are characteristics depending on the model. So this is UB6000. The characteristics should be depending on the length and width. The target must be longer than the detection area than the response time. So this is the speed. We're going to talk about the speed of the target. So depending on the model, it has the response time of respective models. So the consideration is the length and width of the ultrasonic sensor detection. So speed of the target is equal to the quantity 2 times length plus width over the response time of the model. So there is a blind range as per the adjustment. There is a blind range. There is a minimum switching distance and the maximum switching distance, wherein there is a switching window or the measuring window for the sensing range. Angular displacement. So there is, if the surface is more rough, the maximum displacement of positive negative 3% if the target is flat, and more if there is a rough surface. So, this is the mutual inferences, resolution. The resolution is always 12-bit or 4096 steps. So the examples, application of ultrasonic sensors. Ultrasonic sensors in production line for concrete bricks. So ultrasonic sensors are used to detect the distance between the levels of, or distance between the produced material as per the material to fetch the concrete. The ultrasonic sensors in the conveyor system, monitoring the conveyor belt with raw materials to ensure that the running time is not wasted. Then, level control for crushers. So there is a ultrasonic sensor to detect the level of the granulated or crushed material. Then level control for plastic granulate also. So sensors with two independent switching input controls the maximum and minimum levels. So position control. This is also just like the position control of the concrete. Then level controls for transportation systems. Then level control for silos, collision avoidance, and ultrasonic sensor for farm industry. So that's my presentation for ultrasonic sensor.